Okay.
And just don't put the drink in front of the camera.
No, that's
Why not?
working.
Welcome back. Yeah, you're not wearing a shirt. That's
No.
Arkin, you gotta stop wearing all black, you goddamn emo.
I refuse!
Transparent man.
So yes, welcome back. It's been a while since we played DIREWOLF, because I was on vacation and unable to run. I'm disappointed none of you did Legends. We did say if one player is missing. Just kidding.
Who's to say we haven't?
So why did you care?
Yeah.
Thomas, you didn't give us login credentials to the stream. That's why
That's right. Yeah.
we played.
Yeah. Joking aside, though, this is we are back after a long break. I believe also our last session was Legends, so it's been extra long since we did this. So we will start with the introductory round of the players. If I can get your tokens up, let's see, Zara. Character artwork. That is not the wrong. Right, I need to go to the handouts. Splash screens, players. There we go. And I need to. Actually, that's the thing. Lemur, remind me after session that tomorrow I need to make a splash screen for your new character.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Hey, Google.
we are.
Remind me to remind Thomas to make a splash screen for my new character tomorrow.
I will try, I will fail.
Nice.
You won't have internet tomorrow, so it's fine.
So, with us is Fabhawk
Hello.
playing Kaito. We have Emulan playing Rai. We have I almost did it. I was close. I almost clicked on trike. We have Alistair playing Zara.
Hello.
And then let's see if I can just do this one. Splash screen pending, but we have Lemur playing Ezra.
Hello there.
And finally, we have Martin playing
Oh.
Jeremiah.
Yes.
And then close pop-outs. Close pop-outs? I guess not.
It was
I
like
guess-
4.
Yeah, but it's supposed to close
Pop-ups
all
are hard
of them.
to say.
I just I know 4. I did 4 times for one of them.
Yeah, I
you made
accidentally.
poor Azeroth.
Yeah, but the pop-out button is supposed to close all of them. I'm guessing the camera mod doesn't work. Yeah, because actually we're on this. Yeah, the camera mod isn't working. That is a pain in the ass. Which means I will have to control it manually for today, and then update it myself because he never updates. So yes, welcome back everyone. Let's jump straight into it. Last time we were here, the agents were sent to Carmichael, a town in Scotland. I don't think I made a briefing to this. No. I began, but I didn't finish. So, we'll just do it. You were sent to Carmichael to investigate some strange murders, or as I say in Scotland, murders.
No.
And after arriving, you spoke to pretty much all of the townspeople, and managed to put together some clues. Let's see if I have quick Michael notes. Yes. So I'm just gonna go in order of my notes here. You spoke to the police officer, who knew there was a stranger passing through. You learned that Rory MacDonald, one of the farmers, had gone mad. You didn't speak to Rory yourself, did you? No.
Rory.
Don't think so.
Is he in
He
the
was
bar?
in the. No, Rory was, in a closed cell because he started
Yeah.
raving.
Yeah.
We talked to a lot of people who had talked to him.
Yes.
Oh, right. It's the people we learned about the whole. Yeah, okay. I won't spoil the recap. Continue.
Yeah. Then you spoke to the psychologist. You spoke to him quite a lot, Mr. Callum Stewart. And you learned that Rory had mentioned something about her eyes, as if she could see through him. You spoke to Elsa Sinclair, the local GP, general practitioner, who had said that Rory's condition was unlike anything she'd seen. He kept talking about knowing too much and seeing too much, and she was the one who called Dr. Stewart to come. You spoke to Ewan MacLeod, who is also a farmer. He is the elderly guy. Well, he's not the oldest one, but he's this guy over there, who was the one who was like with Rory when he went mad. He was babbling on about an old woman with strange eyes. You spoke to Finley, the old man, who I believe one of you actually he called her something specific. I believe. Do you have notes on what she was called? I can't remember if I said this. I think I did.
I'm fairly certain I wrote it down in the notes. I cannot find it here right now.
Who was it that was saying it?
Finley McGregor, the
Okay.
old farmer.
Anda Shellad.
Yes, that's it. She did. Anda Shelad, or however you would pronounce it, I'm not sure. He
Anda
called her
Shelad.
that, and you, I believe it was Sarah who googled it and found out that means second sight, which is an old Scottish folk tale of people who basically people that do tarot and readings and stuff, like people who can see extra stuff, basically. You spoke to, because Finley had met the old lady as well, but he hasn't seemed to gone mad with it. You spoke to Lachlan Mackenzie, the pub owner, briefly. He was out, like, taking stock in the storage out back when
The bird incident happened.
Yeah, with the Burns incident, when Rory proclaimed it would happen. So he didn't witness that himself, but he came in and was like cursing at the bird afterwards, you found out. Fiona, his daughter, you spoke quite a lot with her. She was the one that witnessed the bird and gave you the recounting of it. You briefly had a talk. You didn't actually talk that much with him, but you briefly had a talk with Gregor Campbell, who turned out to be a distant cousin of Ezra.
Mr. Campbell.
Yeah, they share a great grandmother. He didn't seem to know much. He was just passing through and got caught in the lockdown. And then you spoke to Ela Cameron, the brewer in the corner, and you had to actually interrogate and push a bit, and ended up lying to her, I believe. A smidge, yeah. And you learned...
we've managed to fake the fake.
Hmm.
The fakening.
Yeah.
To try and
and,
pretend to
Yeah, you simulated a spillage and faked it, and then revealed the trick to like get her off believing the predictions as basically saying the old lady is a scammer. That was your play there, which is very good. And then yeah.
Oh yeah, and this is to make her not go mad with the...
Yes.
Yeah.
We tried.
Yeah.
But I think we also basically either ourselves or gotta tell Direwolf so that they can make sure that other predictions are taken care of in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yes. And yeah, then you eventually heard from Ela, who was one of the last persons to meet the old lady, where she was, where they met, and decided to head out and try and find her. And the last line of the notes, Emerlan, if you could be so kind.
The
We find
last
her at a
line
small-
of the notes is, after driving a bit, we find her at a small crossroad.
Alright.
Hey, look at that. A small crossroads.
Yeah.
And a her.
And to her. One thing I almost forgot, Martin. We
Yeah.
need to. There was an update to Pathfinder,
Oh,
so we just quickly need to fix something on Kabael.
oh no.
So
Possibly, yeah.
Eidolon. So I need to reapply the Angel Eidolon ancestry, and then there's some choices,
Wow.
and I can't remember what you chose.
Great question.
Is he an angelic avenger or an angelic emissary?
I think Avengers the strength-based one, so let's go with that.
Yeah. Is he medium or small?
Medium.
Select
Normal
details for the
size.
primary
Roll.
strike. These can be edited in the inventory tab later.
Oh,
Can
right.
you remember which kind of attack he had?
Not without seeing the options.
Okay, I'll post the options because there's a lot on Discord really quick.
Manifested blade and wing strike.
Yes, well, that's what I called them.
Yeah, but
Right.
it's D6 Deadly 8 Finesse, D6 Fatal 10, D6 Forceful Sweep, D8 Disarm, D8 Non-Lethal, D8 Shove, or D8 Trip. I posted them all on Discord.
See, the thing is, I also chose one that added more tags.
Just choose some now then, and then you can change them in
Yeah,
inventory.
yeah.
like it
I'm
says.
pretty sure it's either disarm, shove, or trip.
Okay.
If that.
Well, yeah.
So
I'll
let's
choose
go
disarm
with,
then.
Yeah.
Do a trip then.
I just
Then do disarm and trip.
I just know that I just know that I added grapple
Mhm.
to a D8 based attack.
It doesn't actually seem to have popped up in your inventory, so I guess unless it's the blade, I don't know.
Nope, don't see.
Wing strike has an arm. Manifested blade. Manifested blade is grapple. Okay, I guess it's correct.
One more?
I guess it's correct now. You have your attacks at least, so.
I have attacks.
And he has high strength, so yeah. Okay, right. that is that little bit out of the way. So, yes, you approach this crossroads in the truck and see this old lady.
Right. So our plan, wasn't to just murk her because she was supposed to be very dangerous. So we
Yes,
wanted
that
to
was a
lead
bad
her-
idea.
We just wanted to lead her to water, basically. She is not necessarily.
What water?
Figure-
I think that was a figure speech.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Progress meets?
Progress meets. There's a
I
lot
don't
of whispers
underst- I-
going on right here. Alistair
did
said,
not
lead her
understand
to water. It's a figure of speech.
Oh,
Guide her home.
I think figure of speech became progress meet in my head. I
Portal,
thought that's for a while.
essentially. We want to lead it to a portal.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yes, could
Yeah.
Zara would probably be the best to try and figure out where the nearest portal is.
Indeed.
Sure.
Let's see. Actually, I need to learn. Also, welcome in Blessed Silence. I need
What?
to learn to use the skill overview on the party sheet better. Party skills, party knowledge. Right. Yeah, knowledge it would be. We call knowledge. I'd allow anything of Arcana and Occultism.
Yep.
And
you-
any one of us aid?
Because
Or
you
should we all
Zara,
do it separately?
you can do separately. Zara, because you trained away your Phalor, right? That's how you got computer? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that
Actually,
would
wait,
have
I
definitely
shouldn't have.
worked.
No, I did. Yeah, I did because I didn't have the spell feat.
You said Arcana or what?
Occultism.
Cultism.
Same anyway.
I believe.
And the power of love.
I believe in love.
Yeah, no, together you do manage to figure it out. You're basically like, I think Kaito is like, quickly checking the DIREWOLF database, like, wait, should there be one, like, just east of here? And, Zara is just like, helps you, like, yeah, you kind of feel a pull in that direction. It must be closer than the report on the wiki, on like the Dire wiki. So you do manage to piece together. There should be one of you haven't got unchecked. You would still likely need to find it, but also likely as long as you get the old lady close enough, she will probably know where it is. You've also been described because you were told what she actually was, I believe. That's hence you know why she's so dangerous. So you were told she was a soothsayer, which is related to many other like divination creatures, like the oracles of like Greece and stuff, Oracle of Delphi and all those kind of things, and so you've also been told that they're kind of like herding cats, like as long as you just like constantly like make sure they block off routes or turn them around or whatever, they'll just go forwards, kinda. They'll just go which way the wind blows, kinda.
So which means we need to try and block the northern part somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because where we want.
We need to block here.
You wanted to go.
Yeah, we wanted to go east.
Yeah, we wanted to go east.
And we want to try not to listen to her too hard. I have Kaito also say that like I do have some natural actions in case I hear anything. I don't know if you guys have that.
Yeah, no, yeah.
I do not believe I can share those.
Because the threat from her essentially is that she will tell you your future, which is something
will
people
drive
find
you mad.
Yeah. Is that the case? I think.
That's what you've been
Yeah,
told.
but so.
Yeah. I mean, so is she just standing there right now?
No. So we are going to do this like a kind of like a skill challenge. So it's going to be the party's turn,
Yep.
and then it's going to be her turn. Unless you decide to jump out of the truck, you will all be acting at the same time. If you decide to get out of the car, then we will do an initiative and continue the skill challenge.
Okay.
So that's how it
Sounds
works.
good.
But as long as you're in the same car, you are basically working together. So I'll just do you all, and you can pick how you individually do it, but you go together. So, since you are driving along the road and you find her, you see that she has just come from here, and she's walking up towards to cross this little stream. And you come up along the road. It is a tight road, so very rocky and stuff. So it is a hard drive. Emerald, I assume you're driving.
Yes.
So it is. That means it's a hard drive if you go above a crawl. Basically, you can drive, of course, but it's basically just normal moving speed, unless you want to roll for it. Welcome, Inustra. Why is Inustra got your alcohol on the wave? I don't know. Fabot. Anyway, so it is the player's turn. So you can see how do you want to try and do this then? I'm letting you discuss now.
I can.
We need to turn her around at least.
Yeah, I can do a perception just to sort of cotton on to her current sort of intentions, sort of seeming like how she is currently doing.
Yeah, so I'm
probably going to spend most of my time trying to understand her.
Yeah, so that would be I'd call that an observe action, because you're basically like, it's not just looking, right? You're trying to read her. Yes.
Exactly.
I'd call that an observe. I'll allow that. I want to know what everyone is doing first, though, because you can obviously mix and match these for her.
Will mention that I was wrong earlier. Kaito can help with other people if they fail certain auditory stuff. So if we hear something, I can potentially run defense, so to speak, if we get too close. So I just want to give that as a notice.
Running interference.
Basically.
You just go blah 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 when she begins to speak. Nah. Just.
Oh, I have another one that's even better if I fail. So we'll see.
Okay. So that's fine. I'll allow that. Let's see. Interesting. Yes, I'll allow that. Emerald, I guess
I
you're
haven't
driving,
cast it yet, but it's more like just like I can be ready for stuff.
Yeah. It's a reaction. It's not. You don't cast it yet. It's a reaction.
No.
But yeah, Emerald. While I am assuming you are driving, I will allow you to perform other actions as well, because again, you're just doing this as a group effort. So if you have anything else you want to do.
Do we want me to drive over and cut her off physically?
I think she's currently heading towards our car. I don't think you need to.
No.
Okay.
You know she's heading north?
Isn't she going north?
Yeah, she's heading north.
We need to block here somehow. Yeah, because we want her there, and she's going this way. But we cannot really get there unless like we drive over the wall or cross that.
Some rivers and fences have never stopped a good car, have they?
They are really old stone fences. People would be very mad if we drive them down.
I mean, they're even
that's what the operational budget is for, right?
Yeah.
Yes, Runa. The answer to your initial question is yes. We want to head her off, but maybe not right in front of her. Maybe just block her right way. You figure that one out.
She's a fae, right?
Very much.
As far as you're aware, yes.
What if instead of doing the stick, we do the carrot and have a cute little dog go like, woof woof, come pet me, woof woof. I don't know. Fucking
Which one of us should be the
the
dog in your scenario?
Me. I've got pest form.
Oh, you meant the literal
You-
dog. I'm not
you-
sure if she's after the literal dog.
Are you calling dogs a pest?
That's quite so.
I mean,
Okay,
I bet
fine.
so.
Isn't
I-
dogs?
that's very dependent
So-
on the dog.
Cat then.
Hey, okay. Here's my. Can I take my turn then?
Yes.
Because I have
Yep.
pretty good occultism, and so I would like to roll occultism to have my character weigh in on that discussion in character.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I also want to get an observation on her if she's receptive to such tactics first.
I'll
Do I
allow it.
roll now or?
Wait. I'll allow Ezra first to do an occultism because he's basically just doing an aid. This won't cost you an action. You're just like, oh, that won't work because X, right?
Right. So there's my
so you-
aid now.
Yeah. So it's basically just an
Yeah.
aid. Yeah. I'll allow it. Go ahead.
I wonder if I have assurance. Why is that? No, I don't. Okay. This is public, right?
Because it's you know your result.
I assume this has to do with pursuing our lead.
Most likely.
Yes,
okay.
and I have. You can recall pertinent facts and topics that aren't your specialty. I most certainly am a specialty in occultism, so.
Wonderful.
That is a success.
Oh, you're expert too. So that's a plus
Yeah.
2.
Nice.
Ah.
Alright.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
the critical
Rolling my perception now. And then you just add plus 2 to it on your side, Thomas.
was.
Yeah.
that- Yeah, but yeah, okay.
Well, no,
whatever.
'cause-
I wanted to just guess kind of like what strategy was.
Wh-
I wanted to advise on our strategy. Is basically what Ezra wanted.
Yeah, I'll keep your role though as are for now. But yeah, so you got a success on the occultism. You're pretty sure that won't work, Ezra, and I think you would confide in
Cutting her
Zara.
off or the dog?
No, the dog. I think you'd like confirm with Zara though that like don't like. Surely many Fae can see through illusions and
Right.
like fake, or not necessarily fake, but alternate forms and stuff. And Zara, you would know that is actually true. If she is powerful,
Yeah.
she would easily see through it. Like more common Fae, like yourself included, Zara, don't have that, but like any kind of lord would have.
Okay.
So you're assuming that, like, based on the warnings you got from Direwolf, you'd assume that she would see through it.
I'm going to ask to the car. Is she attracted towards telling the future? Sorry, I'm not English. That's quite difficult to remember. Is she attracted?
American.
I remember exactly. Yeah. No. Is she drawn towards telling the future to people, or does she just sort of say it when they're within earshot? If so, we could put someone towards the east as like a bait.
That was. I think that was just what we were discussing.
Right.
She's likely to
Right.
see through any illusionary ruses.
Yeah, but it's
something
less
real.
of a dog and more of a if we just go out as a person, would she be
Yes.
attracted to go to the person to tell the future, or will she automatically say the future as long as we are within a certain range?
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I'm meaning. Yeah.
Yeah.
GM.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, my intention between my role was to just get a general sense of should we, like, is it better to try and
Yeah.
tease her with an illusionary dog or block her off with the car? But
Yeah, So yeah, as I said, like the dog is a bad idea. I will
exactly.
say because of your the way if you want that to be like your action,
and that's what I wanted to be my action. To,
Yeah, if you want- okay.
Kind of make
because
sure.
then I'll say it like this. I'll say any ideas you have, I will give my input if it's a good or a bad idea. Basically, because
Right.
that's you just like analyzing basically based on like doing your reporter's thing by basically analyzing the notes and the ideas and double checking basically. So far,
That's the outcome
Ba-
of that roll. It's good.
yeah. So far, based on all your ideas, the best idea would be to block the road. If you have any other ideas, though, you're free to do so. You also
I
are
think
fully
that's-
you also are fully aware that as long as this is the right old lady, you haven't
Yeah.
confirmed that either. As long as this is the right old lady,
Sure.
you can breach the veil because there's no other observers. So you could like put a wall of fire in front of her. That would clearly make her turn around. Just
We're
you
just
know.
level 3, sadly, though. So
Yeah,
don't have
none
wall
of
fire
us have wall of fire yet.
No,
I'm just-
I would
Spells
say
are
like
all too high
the
level.
plan of dog versus a person are quite different.
Yeah.
Well, here's the
Which is
thing.
why-
What I'm thinking, summon Kabael and have him move towards the east. Because he is a real thing. He's not an
Yeah.
illusion.
That is true.
Would she be interested in finding more out about Cabell? Would he provide a good enough sort of...
I don't know.
Well, that's why I'm asking Thomas. Or,
Yeah.
I guess I'm asking technically our
Ezra.
reporter, Ezra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
The
I think
question is, do we want to verify if it's the correct old lady first?
I feel like we're sure.
I mean, it probably is, but seeing as the DM asked us if we know or not.
I will actually, you know what? I will just quickly snap a photo and send it to one of the persons of that we spoke to in the pub and be like,
you have the
this
you have the phone
correct
number of
person?
the police officer.
Yeah, and then is this correct person? Just so we get a verification if this is the person they spoke to.
Yeah, you get a message. You get 3 dots, and then they disappear, and then you get 3 dots, and then they disappear, and then you get a message.
For
I'll check,
fuck's sake!
and then you get a message saying I'll check, and then
We are just
you
doing we're like crawling the car
Yeah.
forward, just like come on, answer.
So I will give you that answer next round, because the cop basically because he didn't see her himself. He needs to go into the bar and ask someone who saw her.
Yeah. Okay.
Which means next round you will get the answer.
Then I think
You can-
because that one isn't breaching the veil.
I will also say you can just spend a turn following her and preparing for the next round, but then obviously she will move the wrong way.
Yeah,
You know what?
exactly.
I'm going to summon Kabael in the car.
I
Or
believe
maybe alongside the car. You know, just vaguely close to the car.
yeah, you can do that.
So that we have a map.
Yeah, because
You know
of reactions.
Yeah, exactly.
To do that this turn, but obviously away from her sight.
Yes. Let's. You know what? Kabael is going to sit on my lap in the car.
I
Whoa.
We are space conscious. So
would
we
also
will try to-
I would also like to ask how Ezra reacts to this, because you haven't seen Kabael before.
Right.
Yeah,
So
okay.
where did
There's
he
now an
appear?
angel in the car.
Just describing how it looks, I think Jeremiah takes out a slip of paper, holds it in his hand he folds his hands and says a prayer in Hebrew. And then, essentially a robed figure appears. If there are no open seats in the car, he will
There is
appear
the
in
middle
my
seat
lap.
is open because
Okay, yeah,
Sarah doesn't
yeah.
take up seats, so
Of course, yeah. Yeah, so a robed
Also,
figure appears in the middle seat.
Bear in
with-
mind this. Bear in mind as well. This truck isn't like just a normal 3-seater in the back, right? This is a truck. You are probably sat facing each other in the back
Right,
with 2 people
right,
in the front. So
yeah,
You
no
know what?
space.
I think it appears kneeling in the just like in a kneeling position in the middle of the seat. If we're seated in the middle,
Right.
it's like a SWAT car, basically.
with large wings but folded inwards back.
That he refuses to use for honor reasons.
Hmm?
The wings, I guess he doesn't have a flight speed.
Not yet! He can glide!
Exactly. So for other reasons.
Yep.
I won't even do it to save my own life. Ezra
so yes.
reacts by. I mean, what's a normal reaction to somebody saying a prayer? Is that okay? You do you don't react to that, but then suddenly a flash of light, and then suddenly a rogue carrot in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And a
I guess
slight
he
choir.
reacts with alarm.
I will. Okay, I will add, because it is mechanically required. There is a black iron band around the angel's neck, and one of the symbols from that collar appears on Jeremiah's glove.
That's true. The summoner has the thing that you're obviously marked to anyone who, any creature who looks at you. So okay, I mean, he quickly figures out, and he's like, oh, there's a new friend, I guess. So he's impressed that you're able to call on a creature like this, particularly an angel-looking creature. But I guess
I will
It's
also
just
note-
one more
tool in the
about all of
toolbox.
this, Ezra.
Hmm.
You're remarkably calm about all of this, Ezra.
Oh, yeah.
You've seen
Don't
angels before?
Don't mistake my professional facade with anything but true turmoil.
Well, that's good to know you're not a psychopath, at least. Yeah, this is Kabael. Kabael, this is Ezra. Say hello.
I suppose Connell raises an arm in greeting, and then goes back to its generally enigmatic self.
That's quite an interesting. I'd love to have a chat with your friend one time, but maybe any points out the window at the disappearing old lady.
Fabhawk, does Kaito want to do anything specific to try and stop her? Any actions you would like to take?
Kaito does not have a lot of stuff that could work for that kind of thing. If you want a distraction, you can probably try and get her attention, go out and get her attention, but that would not be useful this round.
Mhm.
So, can I use my turn to try and plan a way to block the road? Like, can I do a roll to try and plan something?
Yes, you can do an int roll if you have any. None of the skills would apply, but if you have any lore that is suitable, I don't know if you do though.
I only have Gladiator, Kitsune, and Scribing lore.
Yeah, that won't really apply.
So,
There's
like,
not many-
Kaito isn't good at that kind of planning.
There's not many lore that would apply. But like, if you for some reason had like, I don't know, urban planning or warfare lore, that might be applicable. But
I'm pretty sure I had a character that had urban planning as a lore thing. So
Nice.
at one point,
Funny.
there is not much he
Yeah.
can do at this point, I think. So he's going to basically, if no one says no against it, I think Kaito would have been in the front seat with Rai, because he would like to keep an eye on things in case he needs to react quickly with his magic.
I mean, that's the driving modus operandi we have been working with so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremiah is decidedly a backseat passenger.
Okay.
No, currently I have sadly nothing unless other people can come up with anything.
But yeah, Rai is just so. Do you guys want me to block her off with the car or not?
Are you
Yes.
able to get your car and block her off?
We
Dude,
can
this is
find
a-
out.
This is an action movie. Of course he is. What are you talking about?
So
Go, Gadget.
I am letting you use common sense on this one, and allowing you to make the decision.
Those are stone fences. Just saying.
SUV.
Here's the thing. We don't care about how... We only care that the car can drive. We don't care about the rest of the car.
we don't necessarily need to, you know, drive through all of this. We can drive up and around past her and stop here somewhere.
Yeah, try and do that.
Try.
That
See if
seems
you can try that.
very aggressive.
I mean,
Yeah,
for
but
all
like-
we know, by just I'm
And
just saying,
going over here is not aggressive. Just
Yeah,
saying.
That's slightly less
I will-
aggressive.
Listen.
No, it isn't.
No.
Can I also just say, like, for all we know, the battle map is just like an abstraction, right? I mean, it's not like the world ends 2 meters behind the car. There's
True.
probably more road, and if there's more road, there's more fence, and if there's more fence, there might be somewhere that's not made of stone that we can drive through.
He might have a point.
Yes, that.
You would have to then you're basically leaving the site, right? Because then you need to go and find
Yeah,
another
we have
way
to roll
around. Yes.
Yeah.
Not a big fan.
Which means you could lose her.
Right.
Yep.
Maybe we should split up then.
Well, I fucking hate split. Nope.
Again, I don't know. Well, actually, we are chasing someone on foot. So
Yeah.
that means we have to be near her anyway. So somebody.
Ah.
Try,
I don't think this is a
Ryan,
bad
you
idea,
try
though.
and do you try and block off? One or two of us should jump off now and stay on this side and try and block this way so she goes east.
I suggest me and Kaito.
I can. Could also do it because I can try to sneak and like not be seen by her.
I would also just say for flavor reasons, Alistair, we
Mhm.
had previously established like that Fey contracts is a thing that can't be broken, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna say like unless you have any actual mechanical features on your character sheet that gives you protections against her, you are not particularly like you're still susceptible to whatever she does. I'm basically saying, unless you have any specific mechanics on your features. So it's not
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm Fey, she won't be able to do her magic on me, right?
Ironically, I have the opposite, Thomas.
Yeah.
I have a specific feature that tells me I have to. Basically, if you look at, I don't know why I'm saying this because that fucks me hard, but that's what we're here for, right?
Yeah.
Basically, because I have Feybound as my background,
Yes.
which means that I am still. I must follow a rule or limitation as part of my pact with the Fae. So, because I still have a pact with the person that created me, so you know, I am more bound to the Fae than anyone else here. Which, to be fair, might also mean that I have, I might have a conflicting pact. That
That username already exists.
Yes, yes, that could actually be helpful in this scenario.
Maybe.
I've already
So-
got a leash.
So yeah.
But I suggest, so that we can get going, is that two of us at least jump off the car now, so that you can stay and block, and then the rest of us drive the car and try and block with the car, and then we see what she does.
I suggest then that it's Jeremiah.
Yeah.
So how
Because
do we
I-
do this, like,
Persuasion in
action
case.
economy-wise? How do we want to resolve this? Because we've done a lot of talking, but...
I'm gonna move
I
the
don't
car.
You know what? I think what happens,
Do
just
you want
for,
a driving check for this?
for dramatic effect, okay?
Who else is in the car?
I
Kaito.
stay in the car.
Yeah.
you go with...
I keep the comms open so that I can hear in case I need to cast any spells.
But aren't the car going to drive around?
Yeah,
Isn't
it's gonna
that the whole
try and
point of
it's
splitting
gonna
up?
try and
Yeah.
drive like there.
So you don't need to stay
Okay.
in the car. I just need to you separate from who's staying back. So it will be a tight squeeze. You are basically trying to push past an old lady. So it will be a driving check because you might have to like swerve into the brick wall or drive over her. You're not there, Kamal, didn't you? Or Jeremiah, didn't you jump off?
Well, I assume we're jumping off when...
No, you
well,
jumped before because
No,
if not,
you
she's
jump
gonna be up in the.
over here to keep blocking her.
Alright. Let me try to select the right people.
Also, you can, Kaito, do you have Inspire Competence? I think you do, right?
I
you might
have
not actually.
courier, counter performance, lingering composition, and courage anthem because we are still only level 3.
Yeah, but
I didn't-
inspire competence you could have had on level 1. But yes, you don't.
Not yet. I get that level 6.
Okay.
So yeah, I'd say that's enough. It is a bit pseudo. You can actually fit down this road, the sizing,
Yeah.
by the way,
A
but
bit hot.
it is very tight. It is literally like you have stone on. You can't really open the doors here. So you'd have to crawl through to the back and go out the back because it is
But
a
it's a
tight
side
out a
squeeze.
window.
It opens up the back as well. SWAT
Yeah.
car, right?
That's what I just said. In fact, I will scale it down a bit so it is closer to the reality of the road. That's
Yeah, there you go.
pretty close.
That's snug.
Yeah. No, but that's what I'm
Like
saying.
it better,
This is like an old country road in England. They are that thin.
They gotta have their tractors through though.
Yeah,
To be
but
fair,
that's
it's this size. So.
Not on that
Yeah.
world.
no.
I mean,
Uh,
most of these guys have old small tractors that are much
Yeah.
smaller in width than this car.
Yeah.
I've been down many roads in just a normal car where there's literally branches slapping both sides of the car because it is this small.
Yeah.
So yes, that's the kind of road you're on, and yeah, sometimes they're brick walls as well. Anyway, you jump out, Ezra. Why are you that far down? I will move you in.
Unpause.
I'm
Yeah.
passing.
I'm in a second. Ezra, why did you move yourself that far down?
You
You
said you
want to get
didn't
up?
care where you were. You just
Yep,
needed us
nope.
together, so I just
That's fine.
moved down. And...
That's
You moved
fine.
it-
Just
So you went away from being together.
so yeah. So you went.
That's a
I was just
minor
wondering if you
mistake.
wanted to go off at the back because you moved yourself to like the very edge of the screen. So I was just wondering.
A good question, but no.
But yes, road is
Sorry, I had to sneeze.
successfully blocked off.
Yeah. As you drive past her, you see through the window. You see she like takes a startled step to the side and like looks at you like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" Kind of. You obviously can't hear what she's saying because you've got your windows up and everything. But you
Blasting music.
you go back. She looks very startled. She takes a step to the side and basically generally just looks really annoyed right now. But that is your turn, I will say, because everyone has had stuff they've done now. That is your turn. Then it is her turn. She is going to just step back, look at your car, like put her arms on her hips in frustration, and then start just looking around. You don't know quite what she's thinking, of course, but she's looking around. And then it is the next round. So
Right. I would like to send Cavael as far as he can go.
before we start this round, I would ask: are you planning on getting out of the car, the rest of you, or are you just gonna like
No, unless
block the road and
something
just like
specific.
hide in your little shell?
I mean, what else?
I mean,
it's a sensible thing to do.
I want a good reason for Rai to go out and listen to this lady. But I need a good reason for Rai to go out and listen
You are the
to this
one
lady.
that we least want outside of the car.
Yeah.
Or the most, depending on if you like the story
You
or
could
if you
just
like
roll
to
down
win.
the window.
But I
know
will-
that,
I will-
right?
I will say one thing though. It is a meta request from Emernon, not Rai, but from Emernon.
Yeah.
That he would like Rai to do this as a meta player. Rai, of course, doesn't. Rai and the rest of the team knows it's a really bad idea. But meta-wise, it would be fun. And as such, I don't want you to like actively oppose him because we're in this together. If you see an opportunity for him,
let's start with rolling down the window because I also want to hear what the fuck she's saying.
Yeah, I'm not gonna stop you if it makes sense. I also keep dropping out every now and then, so sorry if I am unresponsive or.
I am hoping that we are getting a ping back from the police guy.
Yep.
Yes, new round. Thank you for reminding me. You get a reply back, and just find my notes because I need a name. You get a reply back. Miss Ela Cameron
From
confirmed
Angus?
that is this. Yes, from the policeman. Yes, sorry, his name. Yes, is Angus. I believe.
Yes, Angus Hayes.
Angus Hayes. Yeah. You get a message back from him saying Miss Ela Cameron confirms that is the scammer.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the scammer. Yes.
The scammer equals super powerful Fey being. Yes.
Exactly.
I mean, that's pretty much the same.
That's the same. Yeah. Oh my god, it reminds me of Dungeons and Daddies and Scam Likely, of my favorite character from that podcast. So I mean, she's basically now debating whether or not to go down towards Jeremiah or towards where we want her to go. So I think this is going to be mostly in the hands of Jeremiah and Kabil.
Yeah.
To whatever they're doing, and then we can assist. So if you take the lead.
Let me just. Okay. How much is one normal movement? Is it 25?
We are. This is a.
be noted on your character sheet.
Yes, it's 25 is the default, but this is a skill challenge. We are not in combat.
Right. Yes.
Which means it's a bit hand waved. If you want to move 40, that's fine, right?
Yeah.
It's if your action is to sprint past her, that's your whole turn, right? We don't care about distances.
Exactly.
We don't want to block off this because this is where we want her to move.
Jeremiah essentially. Okay. Well, you say block off. I want to put a bait there.
But that's the thing, we didn't know if a bait would even work.
Alright. I also can't... Okay, there we go. We don't know. Yes.
What is your best? Are you best at intimidation or diplomacy, basically?
Personal... Well, it depends if you ask me or Kyle, right? I am great at all the social skills, especially persuasion. Kyle is better at physical things. But I also, you know, I'm considering putting him like around. Well, okay, you might not be able to see. Can I ping?
Yeah, we can
left
see
click
your
and hold.
measuring.
Left click and hold. Right. I'm considering putting Kabel. I have to reload because oh god.
Can we just okay? So before you go, then can we you tell us that this is what you want to do, then we can verify whether or not we think this is a good.
I would like to put Kabel to the east of her, to see if he is a tempting enough bait to be someone to be told the future to,
or to just investigate. But can we roll to see if this makes sense based on our knowledge and observations?
I'm just going to give this one to you because that's something you would likely just know. At least you, Zara, and likely Jeremiah actually would likely know this. Like, many of the again, I'm just going on basic knowledge of Fae, not specifically this one, but Fae and Divinity are pretty much are similar in many ways. They have a similar structure with like lesser, greater lords kind of thing, and they can grant powers to mortals. They're very similar in those senses. The main difference is that the divine planes are more of theoretical planes, like they're shaped based on the will of the inhabitants, kind of thing. While the Feywild is very much a physical plane, just like Earth. right?
Yeah.
But it just has a lot more supernatural and magic, like in the natural environment. With that in mind, you know that a lesser fae would therefore do what a greater divine being asks, like a divine being, like an angel or a god, right? Lesser faes would obey them because you don't want to piss off a god. However, a Fey Lord will try to abuse lesser angels and want to like do the reverse on the flip on them. A Fey Lord and a high ranking like an archangel, they would likely have a clash and would realize that we probably shouldn't be in the same room because we both tend to want to sign contracts with each other. So it's not as hostile as like putting a devil, an archfiend, and an archangel in the same room. It's not as hostile as that, of course, but it is like they are.
If I ever heard one.
They are almost they are almost like a triangle of the three major like factions.
Then sounds like he's a good stick then to block off this path instead of being a good carrot.
Maybe,
Yeah.
Maybe put him like here somewhere.
I think where you are is probably good enough. Like just an ominous fucking hooded figure in the roads, far enough away to where you can't really identify them.
I think Kyle walks forward and conjures two blades in his hand. Not immensely threatening, not holding them towards, just like having them, just in case.
I'm just gonna say then you've blocked off the north road, you've blocked off the west road as far as you are aware. There is an ad starting, so I'm going to let you ponder your options now if she doesn't move, and that kind of thing, while we have the ad running.
I'm gonna grab some water.
Yeah. I have another play as well because I have message, so I could technically talk to her without like physically exposing myself. Also, it only allows a sentence of response, so she can't necessarily tell me a full future in that response.
Ask her if she can show us the way to the ceiling.
That would be easy.
We are lost and need help.
Yeah.
Jeremiah walks a bit forward, but hides behind some.
I mean, you know what we could do if she's like, decently benevolent. I could just go, I am a fae. I'm lost in this world. Please help me home.
Honestly, not bad.
I'm just.
So she might try
persuasive.
and get you into a contract for that.
Yeah.
Just saying it.
Yeah. No, I know. This. I'm not saying this would be danger-free attempt. Also, I'm not persuasive, so
I'm just going to quickly add some text.
Wow, nice ChatGPT joke there.
I actually found it quite funny.
Yeah,
I would love to see it, but
it's in chat.
It goes like this. An archangel, an archdevil, and an archfey walk into a bar. The bartender looks up and says, "Wow, is this a joke or the start of a direwolf mission?"
Hey!
Wow.
Ironically, it is.
It's all of them! Hey!
All of the above.
All of the above. Who's the property?
That up.
Frostytools.com.
It's a bot
Tom,
that I have installed.
Wow.
That's why it's saying sorry for the ads. It detects when there's ads in front of us.
I see.
It also uses AI so that I can give shoutouts to other people. So I can, for example, give a shout out to Fabhawk. And it should say Fabhawk identified as a female streamer observed doing art and gaming. Last seen participating in the Cave Dweller challenge in Minecraft with Sabotander and Lemur. No recent broadcasts available to review. It has been noted that she enjoys multiplayer and challenges. It hasn't gone very far back since it's only getting the Minecraft thing apparently. Recommended further observation, encouraging viewers to join her and keep an eye on her stream activity.
I have not been very good at streaming lately, but I want to do more art streams.
I have also not been very good at streaming lately. I have done 0 streams.
Yeah.
Well, I am a streamer. I'm supposed to be streaming more often.
Fair enough.
I will turn this ads in progress off manually. I want to add a button for that. Oh, look, there's a 60-minute timer on hero points as well. Reset to 2.
16 minutes?
Yeah.
A bit excessive, in my humble opinion.
What, to have a break once an hour?
Yeah, shut up, Martin. Shut up.
I'm just happy it was actually timed with the stream as well. But yes. New round. Kabyle is in the road. Your Jeremiah is a bit off to the side, I'm assuming?
Yes. Apparently, yeah. We both jumped out of the car. I assume Kabyle shielded me from, the ground.
I mean, you weren't necessarily at speed when he jumped out.
No.
Yeah.
As I said, this road, you're not driving fast. You can jog faster than the car.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. You're not sure what she's doing. The rest of you, though, in the truck, are you going to... Is anyone going to do something?
Yes. Basically, I want to set up to research this type of Fae a little bit more. I started that already. I want to know, whether or not interacting with them as another Fae is a wise course of action. Because I have message, so I could technically try to safely interact with her from a distance, but I don't want to do it unless I feel it's an appropriate action. So I just want to research it first. And, yeah, that's... Do you want me to roll anything?
No, you don't need to roll. You... things that is logical that your characters would know, I am not going to ask for rolls for. I had a bit of a epiphany a couple of weeks ago that there's way too many roles happening in tabletop RPGs that could just be yeah, this makes sense for you, right? I'm going to cut down on the useless rolls, basically. Because this makes sense that you would know, and you would know that any other Fae meeting a Fae in the material plane and asking for a portal home would likely work. That is a good idea. Because you would look out for each other. However, that would expose you to talking to her.
Yep. It would indeed.
Zara, then it might be easier for you to say it out loud, because at least then I can give you a certain amount of protection.
I just realized something. I can control very much what I hear by having my... because she canonically has these earphones, the big duty sort of to protect against gunshot sounds. She has those, so she can turn on the white noise for them and then only speak through message. So she can control that to make sure that
you'd get a response via message though.
Yeah, but only one sentence at a time, so I can be if she starts to say something I don't like, I can not.
Probably enough, my god.
Well, you'll still hear the whole sentence.
She's a caster. She might also have message.
Oh god! No, you ruined everything. You didn't give that idea to Thomas. Didn't even. God damn it!
She has something
I can't do
better.
that. Okay. Oh, she probably has. Yeah, she probably just has telepathy or something. Okay. Yeah. Let's not risk it. Let's keep going like this until it doesn't work, and then we'll change tactics. I think blocking off works for now. Let's keep it simple. I'm not doing anything else.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Anyone else?
I want to see what she does before I choose my next action.
Okay, if I can do things,
Yep.
I would like to move,
mean- Yeah, bear in mind you have done one thing kind of, because you...
correct?
You're like the only
You-
one that took a turn.
Yeah, you moved and you're like actively, via Kabail, you're actively blocking opposing in the middle of the road.
Yep, that's fair.
So bear in mind that. Yeah, is Lemur still on Discord? No, because we can't hear him.
He has dropped out.
Yeah.
Right.
Can someone please reply to him then?
Three.
But yeah,
him? No,
I'm just quickly...
he's just gone. All right.
Yeah, he's gone everywhere.
He is fully
He
gone.
did say it was acting up a bit earlier as well.
Yeah, he did.
Actually, just to kill time, I suppose. Can I do an occultism roll to see whether or not who is in a higher rank in their respective spheres, Kabael or the Soothsayer?
That you can
Do I think? Yeah. Do I think Kabael could give her a command?
Sure.
Hi.
Back.
I don't know what that problem was, but Discord just completely froze up. So.
Yes, you can do a religion on that one.
Religion, I'll take it.
What did I miss?
Great question. When did you leave?
Not much, I don't think.
Okay.
You're still discussing what to do on this round, so.
I'm willing to hero point this, but I can't see the result.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. As I'm trying to... Save that. Right. You... It's hard to tell. You realize something, and that is that you don't even know if this is her true form. You realize that. And you also think that, like, unless you see her, you can't fully estimate that. But based on what you know so far, Direwolf did warn you, do not engage, she's extremely lethal. So you are guessing she outranks Kabail.
I pull up a phone and or radio, a earpiece that allows me to communicate.
We already have it open, so yes.
Exactly. Yes. This lady is dangerous. I don't think Kabael can tell her to do anything that she doesn't want to.
That's why you're not telling her anything. Just stay there, big guy.
You got it. He might be bait, though. You know, the sort of bully bait.
Well,
Oh,
then
that's
he
to
can
show-
just fly away, right? Right?
Yeah, don't get too close.
Right. I'll stay put.
Okay. So, anyone else have any specific actions? As I said, you can just wait, see how she reacts, but
Potentially it is trying to do the Zara ask for help thing.
Yeah, that's like a backup. I think that's a backup on if this hurting thing.
It's a good
doesn't work.
backup plan.
I think right now we're waiting for her to do anything and gonna react to that.
We want to see if she's going to try to get around us, or is she just gonna start heading in a different way, or approach Kabael.
Yep, that is totally fine. Just quickly having a check there. Nope. Okay. So then we go to her turn, and she seems to be muttering something. I will allow Kabael to do a perception check if you want.
Sure. I have no idea how good he is at that, but let's give it a shot. Let's see, Kabael perception. That's over here. Roll. Yes. Blind general.
He doesn't hear what she's saying. You can reroll if you want, but
It's probably a good idea that they didn't hear anything.
Yes,
Honestly,
not-
I'm so curious. I'm so curious what would happen to an angel hearing its own future. But I only have one hero point, so I'll keep it for now.
I kind of want.
You have two, don't you?
Sorry.
He spent one just before.
All right.
Missed
Remember
Oh, yeah.
to spend it on your character sheet.
Yeah, because I reset everyone to 2.
Have I spent one?
Yeah,
You-
you
make
just
sure you-
spent one.
Did he? On what?
No, I don't think I did.
He did.
You know what?
Okay.
Just to set the record straight, I will hero point reroll that one.
Okay.
I'm not sure how to click that.
I can
Right
do it.
click
Right
the
click the
answer
roll.
and then reroll with a hero point.
Reroll. Reroll. I only see reroll keep the lower or the high result.
Okay, I'll do it then because
Thank you.
I have the same. Okay, reroll and keep the new result.
Yeah.
Is
And then just
your
subtract the point.
summoner character sheet not connected to your character sheet?
Great question, Bucko.
It could be because Kabael has 0 hero points.
Oh right. Yeah, no, I'm trying my best to reroll
give-
at Kabael. You know
I'll
what?
give. Yeah,
I'll
I just gave him.
roll.
Yeah, I just gave him a hero point.
You did.
Now you can,
Okay.
and then I'll subtract 1 from you, and now you can reroll him using hero point.
Yeah. Right. Thank you. That is a number.
So yeah, he hears basically, oh, bloody kids these days! Can't you see I'm walking here? As she
Right.
turns and starts going this way. She doesn't have the highest movement speed though. Yeah, so you do see that she has indeed begun going east. So now I will basically say you can follow at a distance, and we will move to like the
distance,
next
yes.
stage if you wish.
I would love to. Yes.
Yes.
I think that's good. Could I also continue on the research me and Zara did in the beginning to try and pinpoint the portal a bit more accurately?
Yes. You would yes, you can do that as your turn now, and then you'll get the response on the next turn, which is going to start any second.
Yep.
I'll allow it. Technically, you should have done it before her turn, but I'll allow it.
Okay.
Because you did nothing basically. So basically, what you're doing is you'll be calling up someone at Direwolf and just making sure like is the information up to date. Any reports on the point, that kind of thing.
What kind of role is that? Arcana or occultism again? Or something else?
I'd allow Arcana, Occultism, or Nature for this one. Or Survival, I'll allow that.
Sadly, my nature and survival are not the greatest, so I'll go with Arcana.
Do I roll as well?
When's the last time we got ADAS on this point address location?
Yeah, you can roll as well. Yeah.
Is this point saved as an RMOB or an MOM?
What does those mean? Those terms?
Working in mapping has ruined me for stuff like this. RMOB
right,
and MOM is different ways to save point address location values in a map.
Right.
And can give different accuracies.
Configure. I'm just gonna enable in navigation. There you go. Right. So, yes, you managed to narrow it down, and using the map function on your phones, you can. You're pretty sure you've pinpointed the location.
Okay.
In fact, actually, yeah, I'd say you're very certain because Google Maps is a thing. You can zoom in, and you actually see a circle of stones.
Yeah.
Obviously, you don't see a portal,
that sounds
but you
about
see a
right.
circle of stones. Which, yeah. Yeah. So you follow her for a bit. I assume Kabyle gets back into the car. Oh, sorry, Jeremiah
Yes.
and Kabyle.
If we have the opportunity to, yes.
We'll go to the next map. So after walking for a bit, she comes out of the small farm path and enters a bigger road. The map is a bit wrong size, but yeah, whatever.
It works.
You realize that now you follow her along the road for a bit, and then you realize you're getting close to where she needs to turn off and go into the forest because the stones are nearby. Your goal is to get her in that box. Also, again, you can break the veil and use magic. However, you are now on a road, which means there might be passers-by. So anything sustained is probably not a good idea, but instant spells should be fine.
We can mind wipe them, right?
Yeah, just a quick note on that. Mind wiping someone in a car driving past you seems like a very bad idea.
Fine, it's fine.
But yeah. Actually, can I quickly configure this? Grid size should be maybe 200. That's a better size for the road. Right. So again, play your turn first.
Just a thing to make things go smoothly. Could you call out the players in
Yep.
yeah.
Yes,
That
I will. I can.
When to be
I
sent.
will use the alphabetical order, which is what is listed in players. So then, Alistair, does Zara have any specific actions you want to try?
I don't think so. I think continuing to I prepare to do the "Hey, help me home" kind of play, but I basically hold my action in case we need to quickly pull off that play or make sure that it goes off more smoothly, right?
I think that might be our best bet, actually.
So yeah, I will prepare for doing that. That might not happen this turn, but I will make sure to prepare for it.
Yep. Emerald,
so searching of terms of deference to Fae, and remembering what my grandma used to say about or whatever.
Thank you for the villain point, Blessed Silence. So I'm trying something a bit new on the stream. I mentioned this with with Legends when we played that last. Me as the DM, I have a hero point now.
Oh no!
So I'm just
Right?
gonna
What?
I'm just gonna open Notepad and keep track of that.
Any of the players have mod privilege, so we can ban silence.
Nope.
I gave myself a hero point.
Considering who I know exactly who that is.
Zara, you have a hero point. Add it to your character sheet.
Oh, you've goofed now, bro, because I have 22,000 points.
I have
That'll disappear
60k.
quick.
Yeah.
How the hell do you have so much?
I watch a lot of his streams.
Yeah.
You know what? I know why. No, I know why. I have continuously tutored on this channel a lot.
Hello there.
1,000 points apiece.
Yeah, I may adjust those prices, but we'll see how it goes. As I said, I'm experimenting. So, you're psyching up, which means you gain a hero point for psyching up. I guess that's the logic behind it. Rye.
I am going to drive past her and then park the car here, facing towards the direction we want her to go.
Mm-hmm.
So blocking off this.
Deja vu. I have been on this road before.
Fucking is doing a good full-on drift.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You do that, and then we go to Martin, Jeremiah.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Okay, so did it seem like Cabell's placement had any influence on where she went?
You can roll a perception.
Perception.
Whoever's highest, you or Cabell.
I am Cabell, right. Cabell perception. Roll.
You do notice that she did glance towards him.
Oh.
You didn't manage to read her expression or anything.
Sucks.
But she definitely saw Cabell.
Yeah.
That's all you get.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to... Action is more interesting than inaction. So I'm going to put Cabell, here. Again, with his manifested blades in his hands.
Mm-hmm.
What that does, I don't know, but that's my turn.
So, yeah. Okay. Yep. Then it is technically me in the order list, but I am gonna go at the end, just like we did last time. So then it is Kaito. Pebble?
Yeah. Sorry. Wait. Did I mute
It's
myself?
fine.
No, I did not.
No, you're fine.
No.
Okay.
I was just wondering if any of these things would work. No, counter performance is a reaction, so I cannot do that yet. Then I don't think he can do much yet, but he is going to basically prepare for if any of the other team needs backup support, because I don't think he can really, again, do a whole lot until anyone else acts first. So I guess potentially holding his turn or delaying his turn kind of deal.
Again, this isn't in combat. We're not really in an initiative. It's,
Yeah.
So I need.
But
to
he's
know,
not. He's not gonna do anything until.
I will say. I will say basically similar to what I'll give to Zara. Like if you want to just hype up and prepare, like psyching yourself up for something.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that.
Then you'll get a bonus to when you do something.
Okay, I will do that. I will kind of prepare and like fiddle with a instrument in my hands to kind of
with
just.
your fiddle.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, then it is the last one, Ezra.
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Just how long until I got a phone call? So just when is the next break? How long until that?
Half an hour.
Half an hour.
Half an hour. Thank you. As far as for Ezra, I mean, he's not a magic user, so he's just kind of like observing the situation. So I don't think there's anything for him to react to yet. So I'd like to pass my action, I guess.
Yep. Then it is her. Interesting. Can't remember what that is, but yeah. She is gonna approach the window because you're driving in the UK, and she is knocking on the window.
I know.
Oh god.
She is knocking on the window next to you, Rai.
I'm going to open it.
Mm-hmm. I assume everyone is like, wait, no. But you open, and she sees you, and she says, "Excuse me, young man, but that is sorry, you're a girl, aren't you? Excuse me, young lady,
Yes.
that is extremely reckless driving. Can't you see people are walking here?"
Zara looks at Kaito and quickly messages, "Okay, go with plan B. Go with plan B. Tell her that you're trying to get me to the portal. Use your charisma. Fucking do it."
Rai is just someone else help, please.
Yeah. Kaito needs to take this one. You're muted as well, by the way.
Yeah, Kaito is muted.
Sorry. Kaito's gonna lean over quickly and kind of go, "Sorry, ma'am. We're just trying to get our friend home. Do you know the direction?" And I kind of, motion for Zara to sort of show up.
Yeah. I go, "Hello." Like sheepishly from the bag.
Let me just find out some notes then.
Oh no.
Oh no. Gosh, if this is the wrong fucking person, we have a problem.
Yes, it's on. I just remembered where it is. Direwolf.
Oh no, are you gonna check the did we break Direwolf thing?
I'm not saying.
I think we're fine.
Kaito would know if he was supposed to not be breaking it. Celia would not.
I pray that we're fine.
I mean, we're allowed to break the veil. Question is if we're allowed to lie to Faye.
Not lying. We would like to know where the portal is.
We sure would.
We would like her to show us.
Yeah.
Yes, so she says, "Oh, hello, dearies. I didn't see you back there. A bit early, but whatever. To get home, you say? Well, why on earth would you want to go home? You're not supposed to be there."
Oh no!
Sarah says,
just a
"Sorry,
sec.
I'm getting a phone
No,
call," and then I put on my headset.
No, you don't.
Okay.
No, you don't. She is going to use Reveal Fate on you.
Oh no!
Counter performance if it's applicable.
Prefers to protect you and your ally. I'd.
It is auditory.
It is auditory, I know.
It just means that I can use the better of the perception or the will save, so it might not help.
Yeah, because this is not a fate. So you are then affected by bound by fate. You can drag that onto you. Because if the fate that is decided requires a roll, you will get the benefit from counter performance.
What?
Let's do a roll.
What's happening?
I'm doing a roll
He's
on the
rolling.
mandate of fate.
And then suffer.
Yeah, I think Thomas has GM posted something that he's referring to. That
Yeah, we are not seeing
am.
anything.
No, I know. This one I will reveal. It's above counter performance.
Mhm.
She is revealing your fate, which is auditory, mental, and occult. The soothsayer reveals the fate of an individual within 100 feet. The target becomes bound by fate. I will actually pop you out so that it's easier for you to drag that. This is on Zara.
we can't see what Bound by Fate does.
Yeah.
No,
I
you're
can
not
drag it
supposed
onto
to.
me, but
Yeah. You're not supposed to see it.
You have been Bound by Fate. Congratulations.
You have been bound by fate. Your mandate, because I have made a roll table with lots of different mandates. She says, "Why would you go home? You're not supposed to be there, but your friends will forgive you eventually." And the mandate is speak no lies. You are not allowed to lie for, because I've made this into like mechanical things, for 14 days.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Zara has not. Yeah.
She's not much of a liar, so it's not the worst thing for you. But
No.
and the countdown should be on for 2 weeks remaining. So as long as I track the time, that will tick down automatically. But yeah, that was pretty much her side of this turn. You can respond to this now. You all have the sense that when she said your friends will forgive you eventually, you all have a sense that that is not just a figure of speech. That is some kind of prediction that something will happen, that Zara will do something or reveal something that is bad, and she will need forgiveness. That's the feeling you have, because you have the feeling that this is actually a prediction.
And
See,
it sounds
Sarah
like
can
it's
read
connected
this.
to her going home.
Yeah. Quick question: where am I, Jeremiah?
In the car with us.
Yeah, Kabyle got out.
Am
you
I?
never
Okay.
you never specified that you let
Fair
Kabyle that you got out. So
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
it would be like that, I guess. Yes. So she basically said that you're not supposed to go home. How do you all respond?
Well, ma'am, would you mind showing us the way to the Sealy anyway?
Can I just say something? Or the GM. So Ezra has like a tiny insignificant magical item on him from his background, which is a small magically enchanted Walkman. And he obviously, when she's walked up to the window, and we were in risk of talking with her, he would start to record just in case. So that's it's just like, if that ever comes up again, then that's perhaps something he has recorded.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, you asked for the way back anyway. she will say, "Oh, what business? Oh, yes, of course. Yes, you do need to go there, but not yet. But I suppose if you don't know the way, it helps to be prepared. Yes, I can show you the way. All 5 of you." She did not use any predictions.
Wonderful.
She might have, like in the what she said, but
Sarah is just going to slink back into the bag and put on her fucking her headset and just go into just sitting down and just staring into the screen in front of her.
mm-hmm.
She's out of it. She doesn't want to. She doesn't want
Yeah.
to play anymore.
Maybe thinking like, wait, what did she mean? Forgive you eventually. Forgive me for what?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Who will forgive me? What will I do? What have I done?
Zara had seen quite a bit of movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're thinking this is kind of like the old lady in Matrix, like what vase?
Yeah.
I think my headset is cutting out. Let me swap to another headset.
Aye. Okay, so she did agree. If you're not gonna say anything else specific, she is going to start walking this way.
Is the terrain here so we can follow in the car?
Technically yes, but I would also say like, it's not normal for people to just go off road. But technically yes, so that's the decision you have to make. I'm gonna move her to there.
I look at Kaito. Do we leave the car here?
Well, looking at Zara, it's probably best to not hear anything from her. Let's see if we can avoid it.
Look,
At least get it
listen,
crossed to the other side. Yeah. Ezra?
if we want to see where she's taking us, we better follow. And if we leave someone behind to, well, let's just say not going the whole group feels like a bit of a nick for me. How about stick together, right?
Well, I didn't mean we should
can
split
park
up.
and lock the car.
Sarah kind of pops out of the
Right.
again, taking off her headset, and says, "I realize it's useless to have the headset on when you can hear through your fucking microphones." And she says again, "I could go with her alone. I mean, I'm already
No.
bound by her, right?"
No.
No. That's a real bad idea.
Everyone around you just go, no.
Okay, fine. If you guys want to doom yourselves as well, guess it's your choice.
I say
Don't
we
worry, I'm
take the
staying
car.
right. Yeah.
Unless like she gets weird about it, I say like we continue taking the car off road.
Just a slow like crawl.
Yes.
The boss says take the car, so I'm taking the car.
Okay.
And if there's anyone who has to go ahead, I nominate Kyle.
I mean, we can just drive after her.
Of course.
Okay,
No need to go ahead.
I need to. Minimize that. Activate this scene and add a car because I wasn't expecting you to drive through the brush with a car, but
You told us to not listen to her. The car is a very good way to not listen to her.
It really is.
you see as she's
Car noises in the background.
Yeah.
From Alistair.
you see as you're walking through the forest, she does look over you and kind of like rolls her eyes and shrugs, and you can also see because sometimes you're like a bit to the side, kind of. You do see that like she is constantly muttering. She is talking to herself all the time.
Dangerous.
As you
I have
start driving.
closed the car window again, by the way.
I assume.
Just so we all agree on that.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have or haven't?
I have.
Yeah, good.
So I'm just gonna check something quickly. Roll driving, of course, because this is off road. It is thicker than the map would show. So I do want that. Mm.
I don't think my dex got added to that properly.
No,
So
it didn't.
It should be a +9, not a +7.
Keep rolling secret.
Yeah, it's fine. Blah blah blah. Damn it. I don't think I can. Don't think I can mess with that. I'm trying to see if I can mess with your roll.
Fortune effect.
Yep, fortune effects.
Or misfortune effects, more like.
Yeah, misfortune effects. It's the same. They're not the same, but yeah, it's the same. No, sadly not. You basically
You have to ask me to roll again?
you do feel like a little tug, as if the you know, like how sometimes you just need to restart the engine, and when you're when you're waiting for a red light, kind of thing. You do kind of feel that, but it's fine, and you're just like for a split second, you're like, oh, not now, and then it just works, and it's like, oh, okay. You notice this as a driver. The others might not even notice it because it's so brief. The engine just stutters for very briefly. But yeah, no, you follow. Wrong way. There you go.
National Rift.
Yeah, it's always rotating the opposite way of what I want. But yeah, you follow along. She slows down a bit, and eventually she comes to a stop here, and she starts looking around. Is there anything that wants to do anything specific?
I don't know, look and see if we have any kind of air protection or just like what's it called in English? Hörepropper.
Yeah, earplugs.
Yeah, in the car. Because if we need to leave, it's good to have a way to easily be able to cover our ears.
Yeah, you don't have anything that would be strong enough. Like you could, you have a couple of just as like Zara has, like basically to help prevent loud noises and gunshots from hurting your ears. But like as you know, you can usually shout and you can still hear through them. They just protect you from really right. So you can still hear people talking through those often. If you want to if you want to try and make your own earplugs, none of you would be able to make something that can block out all sound, right? You would basically muffle her, but you would probably still likely hear what she's saying.
Enough for her thing to take effect, at least.
Because you do realize that the only requirement is that you understand what she's saying. If you could speak sign language and she did that, you'd likely still have the same effect. Because she's predicting your fate and is knowing your fate, which is the dangerous thing.
Yeah.
Right. So as long as you understand what she's saying, you're in risk, basically. But it doesn't sound like there's anything specific, so you just slow down and wait. And after a brief moment, she like, oh, right, and continues along this way.
I'll take it.
I think if we can avoid leaving the car as much as possible, I think that's the best choice of action. As we, I have realized none of my magic that is really good at protection against the auditory effects is going to work with her. I have 3 different things that can work. All of them protect against the saving rolls.
She does have saving roll stuff, but her predictions are not, because they're just they are destiny. They are what is going to happen. She's just telling you about them, so it's not technically magical what she's doing.
Yeah, no, it's just like it is auditory, and my protection is specifically auditory. But
but it's not a save because she's just saying like if you could, for example, silence would work on her because that stops auditory, right? But her prediction itself isn't a save because it's gonna happen regardless. But I will copy the car again.
How did you not expect us to take the car?
Because it's off-road. I was expecting you to get out and,
You gave us a shitty fucking normal car, sure, but this is a goddamn SWAT car.
Car's too good, man. You should give us like a little radar
Car's
Fiat or something.
I want to hear my future so bad.
A Honda Odyssey. That should have been the car.
Well, so you're not actually where you are right now, but as you are following her, the road, or the forest gets more and more rocky, and you seem to be approaching a slight hill. I will need another drive check, as you are, as it is getting increasingly difficult to drive here. In like this pace, if you were to like just put the pedal down and go like army style, you could easily like clear these rocks and stuff. But you're specifically keeping pace with her. So
I will roll this one public then, since people are complaining.
Hey!
Nice.
See, it's much more satisfying to see it.
Right. So yes, you do manage to get up to the up to about here, I'd say. And she steps up. And Zara, you do get a slight tingling sensation. You do indeed believe that this is a phase sight, which can be used to open a portal. And she comes up to you again and knocks on the window again.
Yeah, Zara is the.
I look at Kaito like.
Alright, Kaito, you have to convince her to go. That's all we have now. Can't really do much else. It's all on her.
I'm gonna roll down the window again.
Yep.
Matter-wise, I know you want to hear something, so I'm not gonna stop you.
I will let you roll me a D100. Come on.
It's a solid 40.
4.
Oh boy.
4.
It's a 4.
This is either really good or really bad.
Yeah.
And yeah, as you roll down, you just hear the tail end of her saying, and that's when that's when you came driving along. So you didn't get any little things there. You came right at the end of her rant.
I think that's good.
That was good, yeah.
Okay.
I had some.
That's probably good.
Yeah. This here is a site of power, and well, I didn't think this would be the one you were using. It seems everything's messed up after he interfered, but that's just the way of things.
Who is he? Sarah says, sort of
Sarah!
You do?
trying to
Yes,
really
yes.
stop herself from.
I stop you so you back into the backpack.
Well, that's the question we were asking, right? Like,
I'm just gonna post on Discord because who is he is literally one of my notes.
Oh no!
I wanted to take the bullet because I'm already spirit bound, so I'm trying to.
Everyone's gonna hear it.
I'm saying for you guys.
So
I was gonna say that I'm the character that's supposed to say shit like that. Fuck off!
With
Stop
Faye.
taking my line.
Not with
Hey. You say, and she replies, "Who is he? Oh, the one who writes your stories, one close to your last commander."
Mr. Beswick.
Mr. Bestwick.
Just a friendly reminder, we are on
Yes,
stream.
we have been on. I remember. Sarah remember meeting a man in a shop. Not so. In a Christmas
Yep.
episode.
That did happen, but that's what she says.
But yeah, no. So, what does Sarah make of that? Because that is Argyle, someone close to Argyle, which is Brimma. Could it be Brimma?
Could be Brimmer. But we don't know. I don't know who the fuck Brimmer is.
Yeah, I think Sarah's gonna go, Brimma?
Can I do a roll or something? Because me, the player, can't figure this out.
Actually, I
Kaida
will,
probably.
that will be through a message to her, by the way.
To her?
Yeah. Did Brimma do something to mess up the timeline?
I want you to give me a will save. Actually, I want you to fail a will save because she is going to give you. She's going to decide that you fail it because she does have misfortunes.
Actually, okay, yeah, I have actually got a counter to it because I can use face fortune.
Yeah.
Which is a fortune effect which counters misfortune, but I'm not gonna.
I mean, you could, but she also has an aura. Which one is this?
That takes away. That's a negative.
Because she like her stats are similar to a Norn, which is an actual thing, and their tie to fate is so strong that theirs overrule any other fortune effects.
Okay, yeah.
She has that.
Which, by the way, is also a hero points, also a fortune effect.
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, I fail.
You fail. Basically, what you like meta.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna say the meta straight away. Yes, it seems she was talking about Brimma. The reason you know this is because she suddenly has a very angry rant in your brain, inside the message, where she's cursed cheater snipping the thread shouldn't have happened. She's basically ranting on about how he basically ruined everything, kinda. And that shouldn't have happened. And this is happening very fast in your mind. It almost sounds like she is, she has swarm mind because she basically sees all timelines at the same time. And it sounds like she's almost saying multiple things at the same time. There's 10 different versions of her speaking in your mind, angry at Brimma. And that is going to give you a drawback, of course. You don't take any actual damage, but you're basically you have a massive headache, and it's going to give you all the debuffs. The stupefy kind of stuff. Yeah, because you're basically just you can't do anything except just have a headache.
Yeah.
Basically, so you have you have all of that going for you right now.
Could I do the thing I wanted to do earlier?
Right.
I was asking
So-
for a thing earlier, but I'm not sure if it was muted or if you guys could just talked.
No, I didn't
was
hear it.
it?
Sorry.
I wanted Kaito to. Me, a player, can't think of it, but I think Kaito would. So could I do some kind of role in trying to figure out how I can convince her to step through to the Sealy? Because clearly, she's like this woman is freaking like she's pretty smart and she knows fate. Like, I don't know, figure out a way that that's fate that she has to do to go through or something.
Yeah, so you could try and trick her by words or by magic. But yeah, so you would have to trick her somehow. What do you have any specific abilities that could help you with that?
I mean, I don't think biting words would help here. And I have bon mot, but that's only really distracting a person.
I'd say that could
that
work.
can set up.
Could I
Yeah.
use bon mot to kind of distract her into the ring?
Yeah, because basically, a distraction is just a shifting of focus, right? You're
Yes.
shifting focus away from what is important. In this case,
Yeah.
you would be trying to shift her focus away from you into the portal. So I'd allow
Yes,
bon mot.
because especially since like I'm seeing like clearly like the last half of the conversation happened in Zara's mind, but Zara
Yeah.
did like the way they she suddenly started shifting focus towards Zara. I'm just trying to like, oh hey, can you tell me more about this portal? It's very different from the one that came out from last time. Can you show me or something?
Yep. Can you post bon mot? Thank you. So yeah, diplomacy check then. Bear in mind.
Yes, and
I believe in this campaign you can target the NPC.
I was just gonna check if I had anything else that could help with proving that. Impressive performance does not. That's a combat encounter. Yeah, no, okay. Then yes, I will roll a diplomacy. Blind GM roll? I guess.
I
rolled.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You can reveal it then. I'm gonna re-roll it. Also, I did prepare myself from an earlier session, so I'm not sure if that's gonna give me any bonuses.
Yes, it would. Not that you need it, because that was a crit.
Oh, damn. That's very good.
So yeah, she does indeed look away from the car and starts going on like, oh, they all look different, blah, 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 answering your question. And then she does get distracted. She basically, for a second, it's almost seems like she's talking to someone who's not there. And then she answers you with a question that you didn't ask. It's not important, but she basically just says, "Oh no, over to the left." Wait, right? She seems to be like answering or talking to multiple timelines for a brief moment, as she then does start heading towards the center of the ring.
How do we activate this thing?
Do you ask, or are you asking meta?
No, I'm asking meta.
Zara, sadly, is in a kind of a mental problem right now, but she would.
I'm basically leading her through it, though. Like I'm leading the soothsayer through to try and get her to activate it herself.
Yeah. Zara would likely know the answer, but you can tell she's probably not much of a help right now, unless you can help her like snap out of it, because she is in a severe headache, and you can tell like she's
Migrants are not fun.
Yeah.
No.
You can tell something's wrong. You are guiding her. She does as you like step out and like ask him like, hey, about this portal, right? She just instinctively grabs your arm, and I don't think you actually react as much because she's still an old lady and she's just holding like as you walk. So
I do have the thingy that helps me see through illusions and other things. Specifically because I am a kitsune.
Yeah, can you post that?
Yes.
Can you? I'll allow medicine. Yes, Ezra. You can roll a medicine to see if you can help.
Awesome.
Yeah, you are definitely within
Don't
10
assume
feet.
this is.
I'm just gonna snooze those ads because I don't want them yet. I will also not do the hero point handler yet. Impersonating. Yes. Secret perception check. You can actually. Technically, I'm just supposed to do it, but you know she's not. She doesn't look like this. So yes, I will allow you to do a secret perception. Medicine. So you help.
I will reroll if it's bad.
It is good enough. Yes, so you follow. So first thing, the headache. The medicine is enough that like it looks like Zara, you can like you close your eyes and lean back with the help of Ezra, who basically just like gives you some I don't know how does Ezra do this? Do you have like a medicine kit, or are you like a tea and herbs kind of person, or what's?
Yeah, no, he says, Sarah, just here, lean back. Let me. No offense, you got a tiny head, and then he kind of like does like pressure points on her head. So this is a really like Oriental technique, but he's been traveling, guys. So he's picked up stuff from everywhere. So he just like hits some pressure points at the back, like nerve point cluster at the back of your skull, and it just relaxes. Your tightening of your head just something like that.
So the physical pain is gone then, Zara.
Oh my fucking god, where have you been all my life? Looks at us.
Let me just see. Yeah, so confused is gone. You still have stupefied though. The pain is gone, and you're just like, as long as you have your eyes closed, it's better. But you are still personally very much like, what the fuck just happened, right?
Yeah.
It's
and also worried now because of the Brima, knowing about the Brima shit.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
is bad news bears.
So you're very much out of it, and you still have the stupefied for rolls because it does still like your thoughts are muddled, and this does affect that. But you can act and talk. And
I can actually do stuff
again.
now. Yeah.
Yes, you can do stuff now. The worst of it is gone.
The portal. The portal. We need to activate the portal.
You know that standing stone portals like this, you would need to activate the stones in a specific order. Anyone who can speak Fae should be able to do it. You do not know the order, but there will be inscriptions on them.
So Zara is going to try and tumble.
Basically these portals are made to be very hard for mundane people to activate by accident, but extremely easy for Fae. So as long as you can read what's on the stones and you can speak the answer, you can activate each one easily.
Anyone else have Fae language? I don't think so.
I haven't picked all the languages for Ezra because I had no idea where to
Looking
pick.
at the language on the party sheet, only one person, Sarah, has it.
Yeah. So then Sarah will open the window here and then just sort of fly out. And try and basically go and begin to look at the stones.
Yeah. So this is quite an easy circle. You see the order straight away. You just need to know, but you realize that each stone has a word that needs to be spoken in front of it. So you immediately go to the first one and start reading the riddle. Meanwhile, you two walk over there, and the soothsayer is distracted by you.
I'll keep distracting.
Yeah, I'm just thinking. I am going to secretly roll I'm gonna secretly roll a mandate and just see if I can get it to make sense. Then it might happen, but if not, then it won't happen. Okay. So she is distracted by the portal, and then as you
Did
get
anything
closer.
come from the shape-shifting thing?
Oh yes, sorry, I completely forgot. You do have it would have been a fail, but since you are fully aware of the fact that she is disguised, that pushes it up by 1, so it becomes a success. In which case, you manage to see through her illusion. I'm going to turn off the disguise, just because then I can show her artwork, as I will reveal to all. Wait, is that... Oh, that marker is not working either. Okay, let me just find her. Show character artwork. There you go. Show to all. There's the soothsayer.
Aha!
That
So I
is,
see
Wonderful.
this, but no one else.
yeah.
Oh, that is so bad.
Yeah.
So yeah,
awesome, but pretty bad.
that's what the soothsayer looks like behind the disguise of an old lady.
Great.
Well, like that, just wonderful.
So Kaito does like a little side eye looking at her, suddenly seeing what she's really like, and then trying really hard not to freak out, I guess.
Yeah.
Because yikes.
Yeah.
As you get to the circle, Soothsayer says towards hinting towards Zara, says, "Oh, look at that one, already activating it. How good! And you," turning to you, Kaito, "you're so kind. Your words really did help heal people, didn't they? That was a mandate. You need to compliment someone every day for 14 days."
Okay.
That is such a good one. Listen, can we just all get these? These are fun.
I like it.
As I'm going to give you Bound by Fate as well. There you go.
Well, the last
Yep.
battle I was in, I did use all my spells for healing.
Yeah. I mean, the irony of it being like literally your words heal. Like,
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I have Seethe.
Yep.
Mhm.
We have an ad in progress. It just started. I didn't see, but
In that case, I'm
That
gonna
is-
drop off and call my grandmother because she called me earlier.
I
Yeah,
also need to run to the bathroom, so if we take a slightly longer break,
We can-
that would be
yeah.
great.
Would be nice.
absolutely, we can do a slightly longer one and be back soon. I'll just mute us. We are back. We are back. To speed things up a bit, because me and Lemur need to go in not too long over time. Thank you for that. I did indeed get. I need it.
That's not hydrating.
It is.
Hydrate.
No, that is not hydrating.
Why is this not hydrating?
Alcohol is dehydrating.
Hey,
per definition.
hey.
Alcohol
There's-
a beer takes away more alcohol.
It's not
There's
alcohol.
water involved.
It's in a
Water's
bowler's
being
glass. How am I
ingested.
supposed to know?
Let's remember
Anyway.
time.
Yes, time.
Time.
Thank you for the hydrate. I needed that. I ate that. I swallowed that chocolate too quick and suddenly had to choke. Perfect timing. Thank you for that. So, yes, to move things on a bit, Zara, you do manage to activate the first one. And you are now moving over to the second one. I'm not going to tell you the actual riddles, because it's just basically a thing in Fae. Like, what is this? And you're like, oh, that's...
friend and enter.
Yeah, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So it's not an actual riddle, it's just to prevent mortals. Right.
Yep.
So you move to the next one and begin reading it as we will... we're in the next round. She just revealed something. You felt like the same like tinkle that what she said wasn't just being nice, Fabhawk.
Mm-hmm.
You felt the tingle there's more to her words. Like your character obviously doesn't know exactly what the mandate is, right? But you feel the tingle, like this is there's weight behind
Definitely,
the
I
words.
feel the need. Like I am a person that speaks about like I'm the Kaito's very extroverted, so he probably immediately like not in a like conscious way as much as he knows when he talks to people he's trying to be nice to them, and that kind of part of him certainly is like a little bit more intense than what it usually is. Kind of, but not in a way that Kaito would immediately ping that as weird.
Yeah.
Yeah,
question-
basically, but at this point, he's just trying to keep her attention long enough. Like, she has made a notice of Zara, obviously, but I think what Kaito is doing now, because now he noticed that he felt that, he doesn't want that to happen to other people. Because he knows that can potentially be disastrous. So he's gonna keep trying to have her as long as needed.
Yeah. So fun fact about the Soothsayer, most of their abilities are just passives, they just happen. There's not actually much I can do except like reveal fate, and that needs to be like she's not one thing. Like I'm just gonna say this as a meta. She's not malicious in her revealing of fate. She's just talking, right? And she just mentioned something that happens in your future, and that is horrible for you. Knowing that.
I think she is based on the way you described her mind works. She's living in multiple paths at the same time, so she can't really know which chronology of events she is currently in. You know.
Exactly, which is why, like for your mandate, she says, "Oh, your friends forgave you eventually." Like for you, it hasn't happened, but for her, it has happened. Right.
Yeah.
So it's exactly that, and so she's just talking. So you're trying to distract her. Rai, are you trying to do anything? I need to lower the music. Sorry. I realized it was still loud from the break. Rai, are you doing anything specific?
No, I am just hanging with and trying to stay, behind her, I out of her sight. So if I need to run at her and tackle her into the portal, I can catch her by surprise and do that as fast possible.
Mhm.
Nice.
Also, I've told no one else that this is what I'm thinking right now.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm just seeing you as backup in case something was wrong.
Yeah.
I have not thought about specifically what you're trying to do.
Mhm.
So. Yeah, basically, keeping her distracted or eventually like trying to convince her to go into the portal is my MO.
Yeah. Jeremiah and Ezra, you two are staying back. Are you still in the car?
Well, you first.
Yeah, I think Ezra is carefully watching from a safe distance. He's not like the combat. He is the observer. Yeah, he's making mental notes. Actually, Jeremiah, you can see he's just talking into the Walkman. Strange. She has not revealed herself to us. That was still just Kaito, right? Just
Also, just a question, because you did say it was magical.
Seems to have kept it.
I have just a quick, sorry, but I have a quick question, because since you did say it is magical. Is it a magical Walkman that lets you record, or is it a dictaphone?
It's one of those Walkmans that doubles as a dictaphone. It's like the version that became the Walkman. The Walkman has the record function and the playback function.
I know some Walkmans, Walkmans.
Yeah.
I know some of them had record as well. I was just double checking and asking if you didn't want a dictaphone instead, because that is actually more normal for. Like.
Well, it's a curiosity that I'm playing up, but he got that when he was young, so it has to be like it's from a different the decade.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
And magical, so it's I
was just asking.
No, good question. Good question.
So yeah, go ahead, continue. Sorry for the interruption.
He's just standing and he's just making observations and what she's doing, and talking into the dictaphone, logging it.
And then Jeremiah.
Yes. So, I think Jeremiah and Kamael at this
I can
point.
barely hear you. I think the mic-
Hello? Hello?
There you
That's
go.
better.
Not better.
It's better? You can hear me? Yes. Great, wonderful. I think Jeremiah and Kamael at this point are sort of overlapping. And he walks out of the car and says, "My lady, would you please walk through the portal that will soon appear?" He's trying to encourage her to walk through whatever portal will soon appear. Because in his mind, she has responded positively to every incentive Kabael has laid out. So he's trying to use that connection to make her do this thing.
Yeah, she turns to you a bit. That was the last one.
Yeah.
Kaito is trying to keep her distracted, so she looks a bit back and forth between Kaito and you, and "Excuse me, young man, we are talking over here."
Yeah.
She says, "We are talking over here. I must admire your duty at upholding the veil, though. It is most commendable."
All right.
Mandate!
Mandates!
Did I roll a bit earlier? Duty to upholding the veil is commendable. You can cast no spells for 14 days.
Great!
God.
Wonderful! I'll take it. Yes. Of course. Yes.
The reminder then that the going against your mandate just gives you sickened until you continue your mandate.
No, I will oppose the mandate. It has been ordained after all.
Yeah, you can break it though, but yeah, you are fated. Zara, you continue to the next stone, and this round I will start with her as she continues speaking. As she just said, your duty to upholding the veil is commendable. She continues and saying, unlike this one, though, who broke it a couple of times, as she looks towards Rai, revealing that you have a mandate too, as she just said that you need to...
Why is everyone out and listening to her?
Can
Only me
you
and Kaito need
please
to
repeat what that
Yes.
was?
So your mandate is, I wrote you have almost broken the veil, but like the exact wording isn't that important. The point is, you almost or you've broken the veil, but at least you kept no secrets. Keep no secrets for 14 days. Is your mandate?
Oh, now I can finally figure out what the fuck you've been working on.
You, of course, bear in mind the you only know what she said. The actual mandate is meta information. Your characters don't actually know the mandate, right?
Yeah.
And the system I made it this way so that it would like. It feels like you don't know, like, oh shit, I can't cast spells until 14 days have passed because bad things will happen. You don't know that. You're just literally like following the veil, like, I don't want to cast spells, and then that just so happens to be the mandate, right? So your characters don't know what you have to do, right? That's the point of these. That's why I tried to flavor all of them with what she says and what you actually have to do in separate.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, you, Zara, proceed to the next stone. You have 2 stones done. There are then 3 more.
Yep.
Also, I'm gonna tell you now, during the break, I rolled a couple of predictions. The way I'm doing it is that if I manage to sneak it into a sentence that makes sense at the time, then they trigger. I'm doing it that way instead. Because I wanted to make sense in the conversation.
Yeah.
So, is there anything you want to try and do? I will say, because Ezra, you have been observing, and you also did that roll way back that you wanted to be like the observer, and I'd say you'd get a little. I'll tell you if something's a good idea or not, basically. Kaito seems to be doing a good job at like make her talk about something specific, because then she will
so
talk
she can't
about
just like
yeah.
Then she can't like throw out random.
Yes, as soon as
She's
doesn't
not
have
gonna on us when she talks about the portal.
Yeah, exactly. As soon as she has a free spot, she will say something that she thinks of.
So don't distract me from distracting her. Please.
Well, then Ezra is going to do the most logical thing. He's going to try to get eye contact with the rest of them and just like don't distract Kaito. He's doing a good job.
You do have the earpiece. You could
Does it
just
look
step,
like I'm
step
doing?
back.
Yeah. Okay. But that's then that's what he's doing. Like Kaito is doing an excellent job. Keep her focused. She seemed to be scatterbrained.
Yeah. I will then continue to do distraction and basically, I guess, like ask more specific questions about the portal or like things that are not us.
Yeah.
Or that I think can not make her say something specifically about us.
Yeah. I will say that this is then a persuasion. Because you're not lying, you're not deceiving, you're not intimidating. So it's just a persuasion, because you're just talking.
So diplomacy?
Yes, so diplomacy, that's it. This is not magical, so her fate stuff cannot trigger on this. You're simply just trying to guide the conversation.
Yes. Like,
If I will say before you roll, I will say if
Yeah.
you, as a player, can give me a specific topic that you think she might have lots of knowledge on, then you'll automatically succeed. If not, you
Okay.
can just roll.
She mentioned how, oh, this is a different. All of the portals are different.
Mhm.
I'm gonna ask her. Okay, what kind of other portals are there?
Mm.
And why are they different?
I'll say that's good enough to move it up a tier. So you can basically only crit fail. As long as you fail or
Okay.
above, it's a success, basically.
Okay.
So still roll, but it's one step improved. Because of that, no, that because I said it's moved up by one step, because that was a fail, but because it's moved up by one, that is a success.
Oh.
Barely.
Yes.
That is so close. Yes, you do manage to distract her. She starts talking about various portals to the Feywild. She says that she tells you, because you do get some useful information out of this. This is a particularly old one, made back when the first druids of England, Ireland, and Wales first began communing with the Fae. They would erect these stone circles to serve as focus points, basically, for making a bridge between the worlds. She also, being her, this is part of your role, right? Being her, she would start ranting on about other things. She will, for example, start mentioning that the first druid to bring druidism to the British Isles was a Greek called Deo of Naxos, which you as a player know who is, as one of Lissa's previous lives.
Literary shaped history.
Yep. She does mention that, but then, because of your role again, you guide her off the history lesson, because that's a dangerous topic if she starts talking about future history. You guide her back.
That
and
reminds me in 30 years.
Yes. That reminds me of when you all died.
My fucking god. Somewhat dark.
Just kidding. But she, you guide her back, and she starts talking about yes, in more modern times, and she starts talking about how Fae began to cope after the Veil, and like in more modern recent history, and how they usually use natural gateway-shaped things, such as quite a few places use like train tunnels and stuff. Abandoned train track tunnels are perfect for portals, which again, as meta, you know from the one in New York. But also like trees that sometimes trees are shaped to form like a gate or like a hole.
Portal. Yeah.
Yes, a portal. Like an actual original etymology meaning of portal, a circular shape you can walk through, right? Fae and stuff living in the material would often like encourage trees to grow in those shapes so they can be used as portals. And she just basically goes through like various different kind of designs and shapes, if you will, but how they usually are natural arches that get turned into these portals. Basically, you succeed. You keep her distracted, and you actually learn quite a bit about Fae portals. I will say that as long as you remind me and you need to find a portal in the future, you will have an advantage at this now. All of you, the whole party, because it's shared info.
Nice.
Yes.
That's very cool.
So
we should ask her more about. We should ask her more questions about useful stuff.
Speaking of, it is a next round. Zara, you move up to this. This is the second last one. So basically, you have 2 rounds left to keep her busy. And I'm assuming Zara, I'm assuming Kaito, you are going to just continue talking. You do know keeping her on the same subject will basically, I'll do the same thing. You can roll a diplomacy, but now I'll move it down 1. So a success will become a fail, right? A crit success
So switching
will still succeed. So switching
Yeah,
subject,
no.
it would be an advantage. I will also just say that the rest of you can clearly
Yeah.
see this is working. You haven't felt like the tingle of fate for for a while. Like, bear in mind, each round here is like a minute or two as Zara is translating the stones. So you do notice that you haven't felt the tingle in a while, so you realize what she's doing is good. You do have the headsets, so you can obviously give Kaito a suggestion for a topic. Basically, metagame this. Find a good topic.
Yes. Yeah, you can see like
Good
Kaito
top-
is definitely struggling a bit now to try and keep the conversation going.
Yeah.
How does portals to the Sealy differentiate to portals to the elemental realms?
I also have another topic that could be a bit spicy. Brima.
I don't know, but the first one is a good topic because I
No,
know
Brima
that's
is
probably
not a
lies.
good topic.
Brima is a bad topic. Brima is a real bad topic. We do not want to ask about that.
We were getting we would get her talking real fucking good if we start talking about Brima.
Yeah,
Yes,
but it's a
yes,
wrong
and-
fucking
And
thing.
then we will be deleted from history.
Why? Just don't do it mentally. Her mind is spicy, so let's just
No.
do it verbally.
Yeah, I think Brima's the problem here. I don't think the mind is the problem.
No, I don't think Brima was the problem.
Uh,
Like, he wasn't causing any of that shite to happen. That was her.
yes, but
it-
messing with time has,
I'm gonna say
temporal ramifications.
I'm just gonna say, you get a in the earpiece, Kaito. You get then a suggestion about the difference between Fey and elemental portals.
Yeah.
You get. I don't know. I don't even know if Zara says it consciously, but you're thinking of Brima as you're translating these things. So you might like mention
Yeah.
his name. I don't think Kaito. I don't think you know who Brima is though, so you probably don't react to it either, like at all. It's
I'm
You
guessing
think
Kaito does not know
Brima's
who Brima is.
top secret shit, so
Yeah.
we shouldn't know about it.
Actually,
for-
we were being told a couple of things earlier, so I would have to go back
Yeah.
through session notes. But we might actually have been told who Brima is actually.
Yes, you were, because you read the mission report. I copied
Yes.
the mission report over, so you definitely read about the
We
Chronomancer
do
and
know
Brima.
about
But,
But,
in the heat of the moment, you might think Zara was just mumbling one of the words she's translating, right?
Mhm.
Anyway, before you make a decision, I would like to ask
Mhm.
Ezra, do you have any topics you would like to bring up? Or are you just going to back up
Uh,
the elemental one?
yeah, that is pretty good. And because I was basically gonna go like having observed her, like knowing what we know of occultism. Actually, can I roll like an occultism roll to like what are typical hobbies for this kind of creature that doesn't relate to? That's a very weird.
Roll to
specific-
determine hobbies.
That's a very. I think I'd have to talk to her about that.
Roll hobby lore.
No, that seems stupid. Don't do that. I think the portal suggestion is an excellent suggestion, and I think we should go with that.
Jeremiah, do you have any topics?
So, it kind of depends whether or not he feels that she needs to be distracted.
what did you say? Sorry.
Sorry. If Jeremiah feels like the soothsayer needs to be distracted, he will ask.
He should not ask anything. He should tell Kaito to ask things.
He will ask if he feels like her focus is searching for a purchase. He will ask, "Was my father a good man?"
Don't do stupid shit. You're not the character.
If we are considering the
At
previous,
least it's the past, not the future.
yeah, if we are considering the previous story arc and his father's involvement, Jeremiah is very curious.
If you start speaking out loud, I'm gonna immediately cut you off and ask about it.
Yeah,
And like
that's-
not normal portals. I'm gonna continue on with the elemental portals if that is different. Versus
Yeah.
are the other planes as well? Like I know the Unseelie is now back to being the Sealia. Does that have a different portal system?
Uh-huh.
Because that was cut off for so long.
Yeah, so she, as I said, she's just ranting. You don't really find an opening per se, Jeremiah. So I think you don't get that opportunity. It's more Kaito.
That's
You
fair.
notice the conversation is starting to veer off the topic again, and so you can give me another diplomacy. You found a good topic with the portals, so I'm gonna give it the step up. Yeah.
Oh god, I'm so curious what the answer would be.
So yeah, she starts talking, and I'm gonna say this in meta, not in character, but yeah, she starts talking and mentions that Sealie and Unseelie are pretty much the same. They're just different destinations. But you design the portals are made in the same way. She does say you almost interrupt her, but you got a good roll. You almost interrupt her as she turns towards Rai for a moment and mentions like she starts to mention something of you stepping through a portal to an elemental plane, but then you're almost about to interrupt her and get her back on subject, but she immediately continues the sentence with which are made differently, and she starts talking about those. That was not a ping of fate, though, because you have actually stepped through an elemental portal as a child, so it wasn't a ping of fate. But it sounded like it for Kaito. But she talks about that, and she mentions that the elemental portals are very hard to make in the material plane in this world. Because they need to be surrounded and built out of the materials of the plane they are targeted for. So going to the earth plane is easy because there's lots of stone and earth and dirt and everything related to that. But they usually need to be built very deep. Likewise, a fire plane one would usually need to be built in a volcano out of like volcanic rock. In an active volcano, because it needs to be surrounded by extreme heat and fire. And water are usually in deep oceans and stuff, built out of like coral and stuff. And the hardest one to build in this plane is portals to air, because the material plane doesn't support floating islands. So it's hard to build really high up. She also briefly mentions that you do feel the strands of fate on this bit, but it's not directed to any of you. As she mentioned, speaking of that, she mentions, and in your time, moving or movable flying portals hasn't been made yet. Hinting that, basically explaining that, portals to other planes have to be stationary. They have to be rooted. So you can't build a portal out of your car. But she also does say that will someday be invented. That was a good one. You are on the last stone, which means this is the last round. And yeah, same deal. You can all pitch in with ideas if you want.
My idea still stands.
I'm ignoring that idea because that idea is the bad one.
talk about maybe the shadow curse or the unseelie, yeah.
Well, fuck. This is so hard because you have so many things you want to know about.
I know.
But you know that, like, telling her, and it's.
I think Sarah is
just-
going to message Kaito to ask. Maybe have her talk about the shadow curse and the unseelie. She might have been driven out by it. Who knows? Personally affected, maybe?
That's a topic. I'm just going to stop you there. Ultimately, this will be Babcock's choice which one to ask, but that is a topic. Anyone else have any suggestions?
Yes, but I don't. It's a while since I played this character. I forgot what his backstory was in some crucial way. I'm trying to think. I don't know how. I don't know how to formulate it or what to ask about. But luckily, I have a character feat that lets me ask good questions. But I can't tell you what question it is, and you need to know what question it is because I can't remember his backstory. Does this make sense?
Yeah, but you didn't give us any hint toward what it could be,
Yeah,
so...
Yes! I know, I have to go look through my backstory to just figure out what the fuck that is. Because he's looking for his uncle, but he wouldn't be that blunt. So we want to know what happened to Argyle. But he's realized the stakes, I think.
I think also that's a bad topic because it would naturally be something
It's personal.
she would rant about without it being fate stuff. So it's...
And that's why I know that the question is hard to pose as a player. Yes.
Okay. Then, unless anyone else has an idea, I think that...
I'll just say the way you would do it, as like the way Ezra might formulate that question, is that did you reveal you were related to Argyle when you met the characters in-game? In character?
No.
No. So that's meta information, that you're related to him. Which means everyone else knows that the previous commander left without a trace. He is retired, but that there's something odd about it, right? Like, why would he retire? And where did he go? There are unanswered questions relating to the previous commander.
Okay, so I'm going to suggest.
So basically,
oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah. You ask. You could try and formulate it like. She has already mentioned to you, right, that there was someone who knew your previous commander. So you could formulate a question around what happened to the previous commander.
Yeah, exactly. So that's I'm gonna formulate this to Kaito's like keep her on topic but adjacent. I don't know. Ask about the previous commander. And it is a deception roll, but I'm using the feature to ask good questions. So
yeah.
I mean, also another thing to note is it makes sense because she did mention the commander as well. So
she did. I'm just wondering. I am just me and Kaito are worried that it is going to go in on topics that's going to trigger the fate.
Yeah, I think...
Which is what we want to avoid.
Well, I mean, if we just have the one person who's not yet affected by the fate fuck off and not hear this, at least that would be a good idea.
I'm standing nicely here. Standing
yes.
away. But yeah, but so that's... Oh, I can't move.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's my...
The irony.
You Celia, take... Yeah, you Celia do with that as you want. Yeah. I think that's certainly a risk, but I think you would be, you're probably advancing the history either way.
Yeah.
I have decided, and it is like, because on one hand, talking about the curse, I think would be safer. But I think finding out about the previous commander is going to be so much more interesting.
Give me your topic.
Good call.
I will say both of those qualify for an easier role on the diplomacy.
Then I'm gonna ask about, like, you mentioned the previous commander earlier. Do you know what happened? But I'm gonna try as well, like with the roll when I am keeping her distracted,
Yeah. Make the
to
roll.
keep her distracted from talking about future stuff and keep her to
Yeah.
past stuff as
Yeah.
part of my roll.
Yeah. You can make that roll then. Mm-hmm.
I have 3 hero points
Hmm.
if I failed.
Yeah, so I will say because of the topic at hand, you don't get the up by 1 step, and I'm instead treating your role as you said, just keep her on current and past events.
Mhm.
To keep her focused on that. It's still a success. I'm just trying to see what part she would say. She says, I need to think. She says, "Oh, he left to make the world a better place, of course, teaming up in the shadows with his allies from all across the many worlds. But you know that. After all, you are the 5 who joined him." And then you quickly realize she's going to talk about the future, as you have
Wonderful.
not joined him at all. And you, I think, like instinctively, because of like, I would have continued if it wasn't for your perception roll, persuasion roll, diplomacy even. But you managed to shift it, and you realize that the only thing you can do to stop her from continuing is to mention the shadow question instead, the infinite darkness, right? Because that is
Yeah, when he
what's
says the
on your mind.
like probably from the shadows, I will immediately enter. Yeah, shadows. The Unseelie was really, that was a curse, wasn't it? And then continue into the question there.
The curse of eternal light. At least it was the second coming of it. Or was it the third? No, wait, the third was brought on by... And you start to panic. I'm gonna ask you. You have until I finish reading my notes to think of a new topic.
I have to think of a new topic.
Yeah, she's gonna talk about the third coming of the Dark Age, which hasn't happened yet.
Go,
Which
Eric.
hasn't happened.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's
That's
shut
your
the
favorite
fuck
color. Favorite color.
the third coming.
Okay, I read my notes. You don't get to. She says, "Yes, the third coming of darkness at the hands of someone who was there the last time." And as you feel strong Peter tingles, because this is a big revelation that there will be a third Dark Age. Zara, you finish the last one, and poof, that's very big light. Color intensity.
Would you look? It's open.
The portal opens, and oh, look at that. Well, maybe you are not too late after all, she says as she steps to the portal, and in a brief moment, as she's going towards the portal, all of you see her in her true form. As she steps through and is gone.
Delightful.
Okay. That
That went surprisingly well.
I'm just gonna
Yeah.
show this just so that you all remember. No, so it's
Now, remember what we were told. Yeah, don't listen to anything she says. She might have been, I don't know, lying or trying to freak us out or something.
Fine. Right. Yes.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Right,
Hey.
everybody. Whatever happens right now, it remind you all to keep it to yourself. Because,
Yeah.
Zara?
by the way, is
Yeah?
that one still open? And he says,
Yeah,
points
no,
towards
no,
the
that's
portal.
that's what
Yeah.
I was gonna say. It's like I'm gonna Zara, can you close that thing?
Oh, no, I don't know. Maybe?
Sorry, you know that it requires extremely powerful magic to close a portal, or you can wait because it is on a time limit. However, you're not sure how long that time is.
Sarah just sort
Right.
of shrugs. I opened it, didn't I? Didn't say anything about closing it.
I suppose that.
We're camping here till it closes.
Yes.
Zara, can you look up if we have any information on this portal and specifically the time it takes for it to close?
I can do a vibe check. Give me a sec. Magic. I don't detect.
I sigh.
What portal?
Fuck, my headache.
I sigh and then I open up my pad and I check the Direwolf archives that I had open already for my research.
No, it's fine. I'll try again. Yeah. Okay. There.
Well,
So, I'll just say you get this.
We did already get the stuff about the portals, so
Yeah, you know the portal. It is this one closes whatever time is next of a new moon or a full moon. There is a full moon in 3 days.
Well,
could be
Barrett-
worse.
Bear in mind as well. You have technically completed your mission, which means you can call in a different team to guard it, and then you would just need to wait for them to arrive.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Mhm.
well,
Yeah,
let's be
that's
fair.
probably
We're
good.
probably just gonna tell us to stay here.
Yeah.
We're already here.
So,
Let's just watch it out.
we can at least call in HQ that she is gone.
I am gonna just say, yeah, you call in that she's gone. You do request someone to watch it, or you basically ask if you have to watch it until it closes, or what. And they do say, no, we'll send someone, but you'll need to likely wait until tomorrow morning. So you basically need to wait one day instead.
Camping it is.
Also, I will say that we are gonna wrap up here because I need to leave soon, and I would like to, shut things down and stuff before I leave instead of just run out the door with everything running.
Yeah.
So we're gonna be wrapping it up here. Activate. But yeah, that was the Soothsayer. I am surprised at how that went. I had a lot of predictions in my roll table and some specific predictions in my session notes. For this, there's a lot of stuff you could have got. You got quite a lot of the good ones though, like the useful ones. So that's interesting.
Except for fucking poor ass Jeremiah, who's his caster class can no longer be used.
At least like he has a summon,
It's so
Yeah.
good.
so he's
one
not
thing,
useless in a fight.
One thing I could suggest, maybe he can't cast spells while observed by others. Modify it to that.
Nope.
Let's see.
Because that
For all we
that
know,
is
the
maintaining
time
the
skip-
veil normally.
yeah.
The
It
whole
might
point is
also
that
be
he
a
is
time skip for all we know. So.
not casting when he's observed is just maintain. That's your job. maintain the veil.
No, but by anyone.
But that's
Not even
like,
us.
what would be the point? Like, do you, Martin, do you really have the urge to cast Fireball in your bedroom at night when no one else is there? Like,
No, but remember he has he has spells that can buff himself.
Yeah. I would suggest that this is a conversation for off camera. I also have to run. I do sort of want to make some food before I leave, so I would appreciate if we could wrap it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was fun. It was fun getting to do some of the roles. We will be back in 2 weeks for either Direwolf or Direwolf Legends. We'll decide that on Discord later. And
it will be Legends.
okay, yeah, it will be Legends then in 2 weeks. If I would advise people to all make some of your own notes on like how your characters are thinking after what just happened today, the things that were revealed to you. Don't rely on the session notes that Emmernon took, which is very good, but don't rely on those. I would suggest you all just write down your own thoughts, because you just spoke to a fortune teller who is legit. So, and stuff were revealed. So I would like you all to just take a couple of quick notes, just so that you have your own for next time, because you will probably want to discuss it next time, since we're going to continue straight on from the camp. There might be a time skip involved, but we're definitely going to start where we just ended today, since it's such an abrupt ending. So just write down a couple of your thoughts, because that will definitely help us get going next session and not miss any of the important details. Apart from that, we will be back next week. I will maybe be streaming tomorrow some Sea of Thieves. We will see. Apart from that, have a good rest of your weekend, and we will see you later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.